Namaskar everyone. So today we'll be talking on students internship in collaboration with LABTECH Innovations Pune. It's me, Dr. Bahubali Sharga, Food Director of School of Computer Science, Engineering and Applications, D.Y. Patil International University, Akodi, Pune. Friends, students internship is an mandatory part in most of the engineering education institutes and universities all over the India under the banner of AICT. And student internship is an important part for most of the students. Actually, what is an internship? One need to understand why it is so important and what is the outcome of this internship. Internship is all about learning to learn, learning by doing. So what is actually learning to learn? Learning to learn means you are going to learn by doing. If I do something, I learn. If I read, I remember. If I listen, I forget. No, it is by you need to practice by your hands. Practice by your hand means you should do by yourself. Okay. And secondly, it is about enhancing the knowledge. Knowledge is an important, and knowledge is always an incremental. What is meant by incremental? So incremental means if I do 1 square, it will be always 1. But if I do 1.5 square, it will be it is going to add the values. So values in knowledge also same thing. If you keep on update your knowledge, every day by doing, so you can update your knowledge. So by this internship, wherever you are doing, whether you are doing with the NGO, whether you are doing at the industries, whether you are doing at the rural areas, okay, that part I'll cover in coming, we'll say it. So it is about thinking ability and imagination, how you are going to create about your imagination. Okay, that's all about, that is second part. Thirdly, so third part, it is an effective tool, internship an effective tool to create industry ready professionals where they can, they can put on the job. Training is not required because they have already got through a hands-on experience of learning what they required, so they can put on the job readily. Okay, and again it is learn about better and better to become an more professional learning experience, and which is going to offer best practices related to students to study or for their career interest. It is also, internship also provides you listening capability, understanding capability, vocabulary capability, personality, speaking, writing communication, oral presentation of the particular domain. Okay, so internship provides holistic approach for any kind of a students who will be exploring their knowledge skills. Okay, I talk about writing communication. Whenever the student do an internship, they should prepare a report, technical report. That is very much important. How to showcase what you have done. So that is all about they will come to know. By that they can write a good research article. Okay, research collaborations is going to happen by this internship. Okay, so internship is more or less allowed to gain knowledge of a competitive edge. Competitive edge means, so today will be the technology, one technology, tomorrow it won't be there. Okay, technology, change of rate of technology is happening very fast. At the same time, change of technology epsilons will be dropping at the same point. Means one student knowledge should be always in phase with the technology. If I will be in phase with the technology, I can gain more knowledge. So immediately the industry will pick me as a ready product, right? So in a nutshell, so internship is all about short-term work experience offered by the many tech giants, wherein you can go to industry, learn something, and come back to the institute, again relearn, again go to the industry, spend time, short duration, again you may fail at that during the internship. It's okay, but that learning and relearning is an important part. So some of the industries may provide you a stipend. You need not worry. Even if not, also you should go to the industry and you should give a solution to the real world problem. Okay, so by this you will get a more knowledge. Okay, so to tell more about internship, how the internship to be provided to the students to develop their holistically. So let us look deeper into this, right? So we understood what is internship. So we understood internship in a better way, right? So internship are a part of most of the educational institute for overall career development opportunities, providing a practical experience in the field of various disciplines, right? Like it could be a short term, or it could be a supervised placement, oftenly given for a particular projects with a defined timelines. Let me talk more about the internship. So we talk about what is internship. Internship is a learning to relearn and learning by doing, right? Internship, to talk in a broader way, internship are provided for an educational and career development opportunities, providing with an practical exposure in the field of various discipline. So these could be a short term, this could be a supervised by the placements, oftenly focused around the particular task or projects which are defined in a time scale. So since it is a short term, student will go for 60 days, 90 days, where student will go and understand their organization and work on a particular project. So internship, maybe it could be a compensated, non-compensated. For some time it could be a paid also, but I suggest most of my young generations, you need not to worry for it should be a paid internship, but as long as you are getting good hands-on experience, you should go to that particular tech giants or any of the domain you are interested to explore yourself. So in a way, like an internship is a meaningful and mutually benefited as an intern and the organization as well. Means you will get a personal knowledge, you will be updated with the technology, right? And also it will be benefited in one or the other way to the institute. So then what are the main objectives? Why this internship has been introduced by AICTE? Okay, why it has been made mandatory under the umbrella of AICTE? So this, if you see the objectives of this, it has been done very beautifully. Like the student will explore a technical environment which is already there in the industry, and also he cannot simulate the things in the classroom, some of the things, and cannot create cannot create everything in the classroom. Such things can be explored at the industry, so that he'll be competent enough for the industry, right? Also, so this also provides opportunity to learn and understand, to become sharp for the real-time technical applications and manager skills which are required for the job. So furthermore, to elaborate furthermore, exposure to the current technologies development in the relevant subject matters, and experience can be gained from the industry internship in the classroom, which are being used in the discussions, and also can create a conducive knowledge in the student life, which are applicable at the on-site job, right? So it is all about objectives of the internship. Is all about learn to apply technical knowledge in the industrial situations, right? So means what? In a nutshell, gain experience in writing a technical reports and projects, exposure student to the engineer's responsibilities and the ethics. You get a familiarize with the various materials, processes, products, and their applications, along with the relevant aspects of a quality control. So also, in the main objective of this is promote an academic and professional and personal development, and more, and also exposure of student to the future employer. And one should understand the social, economic, and administrative consideration. So what are the benefits if I do the industry internship as a student also, and the organization and the stakeholders, if you're working at the industry, what are the internship to the industries? One first, I would like to tell, availability of ready to contribute candidates for an employment. It's a first and foremost advantage which industry is going to get. So that I urge to the industries, they should offer the internship to the students. And it is an year-round source of highly motivated pre-professionals. Students bring a new perspective to the problem solutions. They think in a different way, right? So they give a one-click solution. Okay, so and it is an visibility to the organization is increased on the campus. Okay, and also the quality of the candidate availability for a temporary or seasonal positions and the projects. So it is a good advantage to the industry. One can provide an internship to the students, and also industry get a free solutions by the young minds, and also freedom for industrial staff to pursue more creative projects with group of students, so that help them to take it one level up. So and it is a flexibility where cost effective workforce not requiring for long-term employer commitment. So you can pull the students, talented students, and industry can get benefit of it. So already I have experienced it, the proven this kind of methods, it is a proven. Most of I have experienced in Pune, in and around companies, they offer an internship, right? So it is a cost-effective way to recruit and evaluate the potential employees, right? And also enhancement of a employer image in the community by the students to the educational enterprises. Okay, so these. And also, moreover, it is an opportunity to get hired by the industry organizations. This is an opportunity to the students. I am not talking about what are the, now we talked about what are the advantages to the organization, in industry. Now, if I do as a student as an intern, so what are the benefits which I am going to get as a student? Now, first is what? I may get an opportunity. If I showcase my talent at the industry, I may be hired by the industry or organization. I get a practical experience of an organization setting, how the organization is working. My thought process will be ready, what I should update, right? So it is an excellent opportunity. It is to learn the classroom, what you have experienced, whichever is not possible to simulate at the organization, you get a practical exposure of the world, right? So you can gain the professional experience more than your classroom teaching. So it also help to decide if the industry and professional is best to hire for a given opportunities, right? So industry internship for students is a very good opportunity to learn the new strategies like time management, multitasking, how to minimize the cost, how to set up the industries, how it works, right? Student can learn in and outs of the organization behavior, right? So opportunity to meet also new people, it's an important. So you can form your learning network skills, right? So internship is a very much important part in a student life, which creates you learning networks and makes you valuable to your curriculum vitae. On your resume you can write, I have done so and so internship, so and so projects. So that will help my candidacy for pursuing higher education. If I'm going for a higher education, maybe I'm interested to do a master's, I'm interested to do a PhD, I'm interested to do a postdoc. So that will help you. They will seek you, they will see you how about your practical approach, how you solve the real world problems. Okay, so for a student point of view, industry internship is a very much essential. That will help you to create your network, social circle, develop your relations with the industry people. You will come to know where the technology is moving, right? So that you can retune your knowledge, retune yourself to the requirement of the industry. So in this holistic approach of internship, one, you have seen what is internship. Secondly, we have seen it as an what are the benefits are going to get industry by the students intern and thirdly, benefit to the students as an intern. What are the benefits as a student, if I am a student, what are the benefits I am going to get? And thirdly, lastly, what are the benefits the institute is going to get? So it is a big benefit to the institute. I have experienced personally, I have seen it, I have witnessed it. And we build, okay, suppose say I am an academicians, I can build industrial relationship with student internship. I can make placement process in a easier way, better way. Okay, so that if the students gain a more practical experience, more hands-on experience, where the industry are working on cutting edge technologies. So whenever the recruiter comes to the campus, they pick up in a click, right? And also improves the institutional credibility and branding. If suppose say if my students are working at a various place at a tech giants, automatically the good students are going to make you a branding at the outside the world. Okay, so that automatically institute credibility increases, automatically branding of the institute increases, so that even the placement, they will turn up for a placement. Oh, these are the students are from so and so institute, so and so organization, so I should pick those students because their practical approach is the best. So it also helps the retention of the students, and so that young minds will turn to the organization. So, and also importantly, it will help update your curriculum, which the feedback has been given by the students and the stakeholder like industries. That will help update your curriculum. It is very much important and it is very much essential. So our curriculum should update every time, right? Oftenly we should update our curriculum as the technology changes. because technology is going to change of technology is very fast, right? So we should also change our curriculum. So this is a best method whereby the students and the stakeholders feedback, we can update our curriculum. So it is a continuous improvement in a teaching learning process. So it is a continuous improvement process. Improving of teaching learning process always add a value to your institute. So I can enhance the startup activities. Startup activity is a very much important activity wherein rather than job seekers, I can create a job creator, right? I always tell to young minds, like, one should create an job rather than seeking a job. At the last, internship is all about serving to the humankind. So my sincere advice, and I urge most of the institutes which are coming, so which should adapt this internship activities as a part of their curriculum, so that students get a more benefit from this, right? So then what could be the duration, and how should I align this internship with my academic? It's very much important to know it. So, and also we should be well defined to the students. So you should prepare your academic calendar. You should also prepare an academic calendar for your internship as well. So when to start the internship, how to search the internship, and when to send the students. Usually summer is the best time to send the students, like interns. Either it could be a full-time or part-time. Okay, full-time may be in summer, as a part-time could be in academic sessions, like weekends you can send the students. And so AICTE, All India Committee Technical Education's curriculum is very flexible to adjust an internship duration. They have given 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks. There are depending on the credits, so one can do it. Even one institute can give a credits to the internship, so that students take active participation. Okay, so internship duration and academic credentials are very much important, so that we should inline this academic internship credits into in line with your academic credentials. Therefore, the opportunity must be provided for experiencing and to participate for your students, and accordingly, when you are planning your course, you should take an note that how to inline this internship. Like as the students get into your institute, so every year, my suggestions are every year students should experience it. Like first year in every even semester, second semester, fourth semester, right? Fourth semester, sixth semester, and eighth semester. So you can the difficulty level of the internship can goes on. So means what? Every institute should have a flexibility to schedule the internship and see the evaluation, how the evaluation can be done. Maybe see the presentation, take a seminar, and accordingly give an opportunity to the students to correct himself. Okay, so minimum total credits, you can have AICTE recommends 14 to 20 credits as an internship. So in that, it could be entrepreneurial activities, it could be a project work, it could be seminar. You can do with the college, inter-college, intra-institutional training may be counted for awarding of your BTech degree program. So one should spend a much time to earn a 1 credit. If it is in 1 credit, and equivalent to one has to spend 40 to 45 hours, right? Suppose say if it is a 30 days student is going for an internship, almost he has to spend around about 1,000 hours, right? So 30 multiplied by 40, it will be almost 1200 hours. So it is quite possible, one can spend it, right? Full-time intern is expected to spend like 40 to 40 hours per week. So 40 to 40 hours per week means if he goes for 10 weeks, it will be 400 hours, right? Like that, you can extend it. Like internship is all about training students of project work or seminar activities. Okay, so almost 600 to 7 hours of total internship duration, which will be there for a BTech total program I'm talking. Okay, so in that it will be a short internship, there will be a long internship also. So accordingly, so like summer vacation in usually the second year students, we can involve them a very short internship, right? The minimum requirement credits you can assign it, like what you can refer the AICT document, wherein it is also mentioned like summer vacation after the second semester. So what you can involve, the duration will be 3 to 4 weeks, 4 weeks. Like you can send the students to the inter-college or intra-institutional, or you can send them to rural internship. So like I feel that student has to go through Nana Nani Ghar, right? Grandfather and grandmother where they stay. Students spend the much of the time in the rural area, because much of the problems they can see it. Okay, so usually the students summer vacation they should spend. Another could be at 4th semester. It could be instead of 4, they can go with a 4 to 6 week. They can identify the small industries, government organization, NGOs, medium scale industries, rural internship, innovation, startups. So they can identify and they can do a 4 to 6 weeks. So if it is 3 to 4 weeks, then the credits could be 3 to 4 credits. If it is 4 to 6 credits, could be 4 to 6 credits. So another will be at 3rd year, again at a 6th semester, student can go to a 4 to 6 week or 8 weeks. So if it is a 3 months, student can spend around about 12 weeks. So industry internship is important part wherein students can gain their expertise, and also they get a credits. So at the end of 4th year, so by this time, journey of the internship from inter-institutes, like small internship that I call as a rural internship, industry internship and research internship, right? So here during this journey, so the young minds, like students, correct themselves. So, and then finally it will help them to do a good projects. So to get there, beautifully solve the real world problems, right? So wherein rural internship, what I feel the student has to work on, just to take an idea, collect the idea and come to the institute, work on that idea and try to solve the have an empathy into that and try to give a holistic approach and how to solve those rural problems. Okay, just to collect an idea, come to the university, and you may fail at the first step, but again in a second internship you learn, come to the institute, relearn it, and then go to the industry internship. First was a rural internship, right? First was a rural internship. You went there, collected idea, and you had an empathy into that, and you try to solve the problem. You may get fail into the first time, right? Secondly, again you relearn it in your institute in a second year. Again you go back and industry internship, right? There again you try to solve the whatever the known methods, you try to solve the industry problems. You may fail and try to solve those problems. Again come back to the university, or wherever your institute, discuss with your mentor and try to work on those problems. Okay, again relearn your, update your skills in third year, again go back as a research interns, spend again 6 weeks, 8 weeks, and now you apply in research internship, apply a known and unknown method to solve the real problem. Finally you can do a wonderful projects as an part of your academic requirement. So that will help you to update your curriculum vitae. So now we look about summer vacation. After you have seen that after second semester how we have done, right? Well, to know the structure, how the internship works in a particular organization, one need to have a particular structure, right? Like already every institutes, higher education institutes have training and placement. There will be a departmental faculties, like coordinators and faculty mentors and student coordinates. You should have a structure. So every faculty mentors can be a supervisor to play a active role during the internship, and minimum 20 or 15 to 20 students can be supervised by the faculty mentor as per the departmental strength. And one can see, since students are at various corner of of our country, where the students will be doing the internship, one can know their progress. Maybe a weekly, you can have a checkpoint 1, checkpoint 2, checkpoint 3, checkpoint 4. You can give the marks that we call as rubrics. How do you evaluate the students? And you can, that structure should be there. That will help the students to know his progress. Internship mentoring by faculty is much important, that he acts like a trainer, as a teacher. So that gives more, one faculty has to spend much of the time. That will help to carve the shape of the student career as an intern path. And in this, to connect to the industry academia, role of the training and placement officer is paramount. So one should, what I suggest for every institutes, like one should review your MOU every year. And you should provide a letter of recommendations about your candidature of your student. That will help to understand the student strength by the industry academias, so that immediately internship can be offered. Each, as I told, one faculty can guide 15 to 20 students. Rubrics of evaluation should be clear. Involvement of external evaluation is a must to avoid the biasness. So that, and then the students can start their CV, curriculum vitae, so about what they have done, first inter and intra and rural internship, industry internship, research internship, projects. So this will add to the curriculum vitae. At the end, it will help the student to shape him. So, but please note, internship mentoring by faculty should conduct a frequent meeting. So what is the outcome of this? Every institute are going to get. One is good understanding about organization to the students. Okay, this is the first objectives one will get. Secondly, they can apply technical knowledge what they have learned and the management principles, how the organization is going to work. And thirdly, ethical principle is an important one. Student will demonstrate, an innovative way to accomplish, assigned work, how he can do it. And he can illustrate the presentation skills and report writing. He can publish, he can do a copyright, he can, do a patentable work. That is more credibility to the even institute, and also to the faculty, team teaching faculties, right? So, and that is my fourth objectives. Whereas in a fifth objective could be could be he can demonstrate his work effectively in a team, and he developed the leadership qualities. So this is all about the internship, which I talked about, right? So internship is, as I told, it is a short duration gaining of experience at the industries where the student can develop his skills throughout the journey of their BTech program. It's all about upgrading knowledge in an incremental way. As I said, 1 square is always a 1. If it is 1.5 square, it will be something you are going to get a change in the value. Here, same thing. So internship provides you a better opportunity to update your skills. Okay. So as this internship we have practiced very nicely at D.Y. Patil International University. One can come at our university, can see how we have implemented. Like BTech, our program has been it's a BTech CSE program is a flagship program. So we have inline our all courses within as in line with the internship. So we have in our curriculum, like we included computational thinking, programming. We have added the design thinking. We have taken we have trained more than 200 faculties all over the corner of India, and we have design thinking. Every student has to go through it. Okay, at very first year, every student will have an has to go through the design fabrication workshop, wherein they should be they should work in a fabrication lab that we call as an idea lab, wherein student will be spending much of time in the lab. Okay, and then they will be working on a design project. Means they go as a summer intern, they collect an idea, they will come into the lab, okay, as an idea lab fabrication workshop. They try to implement, they put an empathy, and they prepare a model and see how it would be. That creates and wonders. Okay, and then they as a program curriculum, we have taken three things are very much important, like sensing, processing, communication. So these courses are already involved into at our D.Y. Patil International University, and also technology commercialization courses. Okay, like what we call as an IPR, intellectual property courses. Now, at the end of the second year, every student will have 2 to 3 projects in their hand. So at the end of third year, they will have at least 4 to 5 projects. So which will help them to to shape their career. Okay, to in a nutshell. So internship activity at D.Y. Patil International University, we have implemented fantastically. Our students are working at various corner of across the India and also abroad. Right, so students are doing the wonders. So that they by that I have witnessed myself. Students are publishing the papers at reputed journals, and they are working on different domains and collaborative work. Okay, so that is a part of their credits. We have assigned 2.5 credits, 4 credits, okay, 4.5 credits. We have given a credits. Means like we have named it as a second year. They go for an rural internship that we call a small internship. Okay, so they do only collect the problems. They go to rural area, they collect the problems. If as a student, if I want to work in the agriculture, I should know how the agriculture is going to function. Okay, so as I was talking about internship at D.Y. Patil International University, so in our curriculum, so we have it has been aligned, as I told. We have a design project. Student do the whatever the problems they have collected from the rural area. Okay, I want to work in an agriculture department. Okay, agriculture domain applications. I should know how the agriculture is going to function. Okay, so that's why I instate personally to my young minds, students. I push them to spend the much of the time at the rural area know, because much of the problems they can see it and they can, try to give the solution to them. And secondly, we call in a second year, in summer, they go as an industry internship. They to get a 4 credits. They whatever they have learned, the known method, they should try to solve the real world problems. And in third year, they do it as a research internship. Apply a known and unknown method to solve the real world problems. And final year, student can do project at the university and they can do at the industry also. So there it is expected that they should solve the real world problems, and also they should able to contribute to the society notably. And the outcome of that could be it could be a technical report, it could be a copyright, it could be a IPR, patent. So it should be a mutually collaborated work with the industry and academicians. So in a way, so it could be it will help to the students holistically. You can develop the student in a better way. I can carve the students for the future, right? So I can update his skills in line with the technology, right? So only thing is that every institute should have a flexibility in their curriculum. They should add this to their, as a part of their curriculum. So I have experienced at our universities, students do research projects, industry projects, and they develop whatever the requirement of your education institute. Those things you can give directly to the students, and students can do wonders. And my sincere advice to the students, what are the do's and do nots? I had to do it, right? Do's could be what, since you are representing the university, okay, you are representing your department, you are representing your faculties, you should try to maintain the good relations with the corporate. You should follow the timeline given by the industries. Whatever the problem they have given, meeting times, in time, out time, you should be punctual, and you should obey your tech industries guidelines. Okay, you should guidelines. If suppose say they ask you to wear a helmet, you should wear a helmet. You should carry the identity card. Yeah, okay, you should be well dressed. If there is a dress code, you should go in a dress code. Okay, so you should actively participate in a given task, and also you should able to finish the your allotted work in time. Okay, and there should be I advise to the students, there should be uniformity in a resume. Okay, uniformity in the resume means your name, your contact number, email, okay, and your skills, your educational credentialability, and whatever the projects you have done. There should be a sequence, so that that will help them to shortlist you. So, and do not is what you should not be. Okay, indiscipline is not acceptable. Misbehavior is not acceptable. Irregularity is not acceptable. And no jumping of an intern from one company to other company. You should complete your given internship. Okay, so you should give like what I mean to say, time is a money. You should respect the money. If I miss a bus by 1 minute, I'll come to know the value of time. If I miss my rank by 1 minute, I'll come to know the value of 1 mark, right? Like this, you should know the how to respect the time, right? And also you should know the other time as well. If they have scheduled meeting, you should be in time, and also you should complete in time. So for all the viewers, my urge is I would like to quote: roots of education are bitter, but fruits are sweeter. It's beautifully written by philosopher Aristotle. means education is a bitter, but the fruits are sweeter. If you want to enjoy your career, you should take a pain here. No pain, no gain. So, right? So, this is all I wanted to talk about on internship, right? So every education institute practice this internship in a better manner to shape the career of the students. So with this, I'll conclude at this point. So thank you, everyone.